Zion.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
Only a few of us gon' make it out. Zion. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. We at the end and we feeling it. We the sand of the sea, but a remnant. Shall return to the word when they hearing it. We the sons of Israel. Our word will never fail. Baptizing in Jacob's well. Holy Spirit ain't playing for real. Will you get protected? He's sending them plagues. I'm trying to make sure that he's sending rain. All in my life, all in my head, all in my walk, all in my legs. You don't got that blood, you walking dead. Walk as he walk, we should live what it say. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Abba gon' get us out of these countries. Abba son, let me see who really want me. Forsaking our houses, forsaking our money. We got that signal from heaven, he coming.
What's good? What's good? What is good, everybody? How are you doing? How are y'all doing this fine day today? I hope y'all are blessed. I hope y'all are doing well, and I also have something that I hope will bless you. It will give you a boost in your spirit. I know here lately, I'm just speaking for myself. I know that the wearing down of the saints is something that I'm starting to definitely feel in my bones. You know, it's a lot of the enemy's definitely working overload to get you discouraged, to get you down, to get you just like, just everything just moving crazy, especially when you got knowledge of stuff and you just see people just keep getting more and more and more and more foolish and more and more and more and more just goofy and you just sitting here just trying to keep the faith and everything around you is just looking goofy. So today I wanted to show y'all something that'll give you a good, boost to let you know that the Most High is cooking. Yah is cooking. He is definitely in the kitchen. You can smell it. But the problem is that we used to seeing things one way, and I don't think that we're really paying attention and seeing it for the other way. So this is more of an encouragement to our folks, those of us that's awoke, especially those of us that's been awoke for a long time and have been seeing this world for what it is. And every day you see more and more nonsense that you got to eject from your soul as you continually do your CSC, your cyclic soul check, and you checking your soul and you seeing the nonsense of the world and you trying to fix yourself. And it can wear down on you. It can. But it's like David always said, I had to encourage myself in the Lord. And how do you do that? Is that you look at his word and what he said, and then you can see it in your life. If you really pay attention and get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions and look at things from logic, then you'll actually be able to see them. A lot of times we get in our own way with our emotions. And that's one of the big things that we got to deal with and learn, especially here in this country that loves to deal with everything with emotions, where happiness is such a thing that's been promoted. And even though the word happiness really not there in the Bible, but everybody want to be obsessed with being happy. And it's like, bro, he said he would supply all your needs. He ain't say that you was going to be happy, joy, jumping up and down, doing backflips and cartwheels all the time. But one thing that we can do is we can, especially, man, in this prophetic hour that we live in, I'm talking about, I used to look at the book of Isaiah and be puzzled, and now I'm like, it's practically jumping off the pages and smacking you like, nigga, do you see this is what what the Most High showed me. That's what Isaiah said, and a lot of other things that's going on. So I'm gonna hop right up into this here. I want to show y'all a little something. Actually, let me do, no, I ain't gonna do it like that. I'll do it like this. And I guess when the video starts, I'll move myself out of the way. But I'm gonna share some videos today about some stuff show y'all some things that's going on in the world right now that lets us know that the Most High is not forgot. He's still here. There was a dude back in the day. His name is Christian artist named Tone. He's straight gay artist now. It's sad to see it that, but he had a song that I used to like. You know, God is not forgot, and that is where we at right now. Yah has not forgot. He hasn't forgotten. We can see the moves being made. So this here is the book of Enoch, or rather Jasher, chapter 6. And I'm reading here. This little sidebar is getting on my nerves. We're going to read here. Let's see. I'll come out to that later. We're going to read at 11. And it says, and on that day, the Lord caused the whole earth to shake and the sun dark. Now, mind you, this is talking about Noah. Noah has just gotten all the animals that come into the ark. They've all walked up, and then they came in. Methuselah died. So the Most High was like, all right, Noah, it's up. Now, my time limit is up. Go ahead and get ready. I'm going to send these beasts up in here, and y'all shut up this ark. So that's what Noah just got finished doing. All the ark and all them was loading up. And in the process, it was saying, and on that day, the Lord caused and on that day, this is 11, the Lord caused the whole earth to shake, and the sun darkened, and the foundations of the world raged, and the whole earth was moved violently. Lightning flashed, and thunder roared, and all the fountains of the earth were broken up, such as was not known to the inhabitants before. And Yah did this mighty act in order to terrify the sons of men, that there might be no more evil upon the earth. The Most High gave mankind 120 years to get it right. And then even after that, he shook the table, literally shook everything up, causes big commotion to shake us out of the nonsense. Shake the humans that were around. That ain't us. We the part of Noah that got left over. They was crazy, but them crazy folks is back up on the earth right now, as we see. And he did all that. And then it says in 12, and still the sons of men would not return from their evil ways. And they increased the anger of the Most High at that time, and did not even direct their hearts to all this. They didn't even pay attention. They saw it and kept moving, kept going. Who cares? Lottie-dottie-dottie. We're going to continue our sinful potty. That's what they was all doing. And so the Most High was like, all right, cool, and everything came. So now we see that there's another situation that's going on. Here we find ourselves at the epoch of the second Exodus, of the Most High coming and restoring his people and bringing the earth back to an equilibrium. Because right now the earth is out of order. The earth is out of order. You got slaves running the place. You got creatures running the place. You got idiots that don't know how to run a popsicle stand running the place. Demonic and depraved and everything that they do. Everything on earth is suffering right now. And the Most High is tired of it. So he's about to bring it back into order. And we know this. We said that he was gonna judge the nation before we left. I want y'all to know they are right now in the process of getting judged. Y'all, some of this might know, and some of y'all may not know, but I just want to show y'all some stuff here that let you know that the Most High has not forgotten us. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move myself out, and I'm gonna go ahead and play this here Weon clip real quick and show you a little shum.
Silent, invisible killer is now tearing through the European continent. A bombshell new study reveals the true terrifying scale of a climate catastrophe that has caught major cities entirely off guard. We look at the absolute chaos on the ground, the collapsing infrastructure, and also the pretty grim data redefining Europe's summer. Take a look.
The rush begins before the shutters are fully raised. In Paris, anxious shoppers push through store entrances, racing to grab air conditioners before shelves are emptied. Staff struggle to control the crowds as soaring temperatures trigger a buying frenzy across Europe. The scramble inside stores tells only part of the story. A new study that is yet to be peer-reviewed claims the unprecedented European heat wave has already claimed more than 20,000 lives. Christopher Callahan from Indiana University. Bloomington estimates 2,390 heat-related deaths across Europe between June 22nd and 28th. Data from European governments shows that June temperatures climbed above 35 degrees Celsius for more than 2/3 of Europe's population.
So we see that right now, they over there cooking. They are over there burning up and straight up cooking. I mean, it's getting to, and mind you, Europe doesn't have air conditioning because they allowed their government to tell them that, oh, air conditioning damages the planet. You know, you don't want to mess with the ozone layer, don't you? So I think they said only like 30% of buildings in Europe as a whole have AC on the inside. Most buildings don't have AC. This is why they're outside with water, and the government is putting all this stuff out there because they don't have AC.
Exposing hundreds of millions of people to prolonged and dangerous heat. Belgium recorded a 39% spike in deaths during the June heat wave.
A 39%, almost 40% more people dying.
France reported a 30% increase in deaths over the same period. Europe's heat wave tragically demonstrates the need for air conditioning.
It's about 20% of EU homes have air conditioning.
Yep, I gave them too much credit. 20%, not 30.
Versus about 90% in the United States. And really, this crisis of the extreme heat that we're seeing this summer and also in past summers, and we will continue to see, is really a kind of a heat mountain that the EU was never designed to climb. We've seen just in the past 4 years over 200,000 deaths from extreme heat.
Man, so here we have heat going crazy in the system. And then I want to bring this up here real quick. In Revelation 16:18, and the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Here we go. Oh, let's go down. So hold on. What was that? 68, and let's go to 9. And men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of Yah, which had power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. Don't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound familiar? Isn't that an interesting, familiar thing? And then here's another interesting thing that I found in this chapter in Jasher. Let's go down a little bit here. Oh my goodness, here it's on this thing again. There we go. Let's go down. Actually, let's just do this since it wants to be stupid. So now after the waters are rising and stuff, let's go to Jasher 6 and hold on. 6 and 17. And the sons of men assembled together, about 700,000 men and women, and they all came unto Noah to the ark. And they called to Noah, saying, open for us, that we may come to thee in the ark, and wherefore shall we die? And Noah, with a loud voice, answered them from the ark, saying, have you not all rebelled against the Most High, and said he does not exist? And therefore, the Most High brought upon you this evil to destroy you and cut you off from the face of the earth. They said he does not exist. Isn't that, there's nothing new under the sun, y'all. The same thing now, when you talk about the Most High, you try to talk about what they say, oh, that's your sky daddy. Oh, you got the sky daddy, your imaginary friend in the sky. Oh, you with that religious and that nonsense, that. They always got some stupid crap to say. This is the same crap that we're dealing with. But the Most High don't care about nobody talking that nonsense, because guess what? He's still finna come through and do what he do. As we see in Revelation 16, he talking about burning folks, and they ain't listening. And here we go. Here's another one. Let's look at this one. Paris morgues overflow as heat wave kills. They're having to put refrigerated containers out for all the dead people because the morgues don't have enough space in Europe. So now they're having to put refrigeration units out there to store the bodies for all the additional people that are dying.
Visuals on your screen capture the two stark realities of Europe's 2026 heatwave. On the right, Paris mortuaries are operating at full capacity following a tragic rise in heat-related deaths. On the left, shoppers in Germany are rushing into stores to buy fans and air conditioners as another blistering heatwave grips the continent. Across Europe, temperatures have crossed 40 degrees Celsius.
What's so hilarious is they're showing this as they're all walking into Pride. Can't make this up, man. They all walking in the Pride March being cooked alive. Like, you can't make this mess up, man. The Most High is talking. I'm showing you this not to laugh or not to make fun at nobody's mess, but to show you that the Most High is indeed cooking, literally and figuratively in this sense. He's definitely cooking right now. And the things that he said he's going to do, he will do, because we see it happening right now. They had to put I've never had to hear that new morgues and refrigeration units had to come out because people are dying from the heat. This is the Most High following through. This is literally Revelations in action right now. This is his word coming to pass. Don't let discouragement get you down. Open your eyes and come out of your situation and see that the Most High is moving. This is just a temporary status that you're in.
Emergency services are on high alert, and voices from the ground
And this at a pride parade too, which is crazy.
reveal just how severe the crisis has become.
So it's getting bad out there in Europe. They having all kinds of issues with heat and all this fire issues, but that's not the only thing that's going on right now. Now, y'all know that America just recently ran up in Venezuela, took the president, and basically appropriated all of their oil. Piracy. So they Jack Sparrowed that whole thing over there, and they've been talking about how they're going to go in and rebuild. Well, just recently, they had one of these crazy double earthquakes, and these earthquakes were so powerful. Look at all the damage that it's caused.
LaGuardia's coastal communities, rubble and dust blanket.
Give me a second here. If this video want to load up.
Most
there we go.
Neighborhoods. Tens of thousands of buildings collapsed. After two back-to-back earthquakes hit Venezuela, more than 30,000 people have been reported missing, according to an independent citizen-run online registry. Among them, Pedro Veloz.
3,500 people, man. That's a lot of people.
And Alejandrina de Veloz. They lived on the 7th floor of a building in one of the hardest-hit towns.
Mis abuelos, Pedro Veloz Medina y Alejandrina Ramírez de Veloz, residían.
Now, I have to remind y'all that though they speak another language, these are cousins to Anglos. You know, I just had this conversation with somebody earlier today, and I'm like, I don't know why, and whoever gave these folks the pass to come around saying nigga, but I'm like, if you of Latin Anglo heritage, and you better not say that word around me, because I'm gonna check you. I've already checked a couple folks in real life. I remember some girl saying it, and I had to tell her, I was like, look, you can't say that word. You come from Europe. Spain and Portugal started the slave trade. You have no right. She got all like, look, don't say that word. The message, like they are literally Anglo people. They come from that cousins, the Amorites. We all know that's multiple tribes. So don't get it twisted. We still talking about the same Amorite people.
En Ritasol Palace.
They're super friendly. Like, we're always having a super close family.
Their grandchildren, Valeria Veloz, who lives in Spain, and Pedro Veloz, who lives in Orlando, Florida, say they're living a nightmare. Now, as international rescue crews have begun to leave Venezuela and some sites are even being demolished, they're worried they'll never be able to get their grandparents' remains back.
We just want to find the bodies and just, just get them and then cremate them or, bury them or, like as everybody should when they pass.
The Veloz family, 10 large plates of concrete would have to be lifted
Look at
to
all
try
this
to find
destruction.
them.
Look at this place has suffered major destruction. I feel for them with their grandparents and stuff, but again, this is a part of the judgment. This is a part of what the Most High said he was going to do. Let me hold on just to show you. Jubilees 23. Y'all remember this? I read this last week, but there was one key important point that I wanted to bring back up again. And the 23:48. Actually, let's start at 46. And at that time, the Lord will heal his servants, and they will rise up and see great peace and drive out their adversaries. Again, I'm saying that again for y'all, for those that's getting wore down. Just know peace is coming. You will see not just peace, great peace. And all our enemies are going to be gone. And the righteous will see and be thankful and rejoice with joy forever and ever. and will see all their judgments and all their curses on their enemies. And their bones will rest in the earth, and their spirits will have much joy. We will see all the judgments and curses on our enemies. Is this not a judgment that you don't see going on over here in Venezuela? I mean, look at all this
Trying to find a
destruction.
crane.
Mute the video. Look at all of this level of destruction. This. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's over a vast area. This isn't just one area. This is a bunch of areas. I mean, it took out a whole almost city in that area. I mean, it's crazy how much infrastructure and buildings and all this stuff has been destroyed. And then, I mean, look, you got people living in tents and stuff now. You got folks out on the street because all their homes are done. The houses are being destroyed and from all this stuff with these quakes. And then this quake was so powerful. Watch this. This is the most insane thing that I have ever seen.
Of land that we're standing on right now was not here.
There's another one trap right here. Look, the flies are getting the better of it. Imagine that. Wow.
So what she said was, in the beginning, all this land that they're standing on is new. Oh my goodness. Why does this it's being annoying.
Some movement here on this part here. Definitely some movement.
Of land that we're standing on right now was not here.
So all this land was not there. This island near Venezuela, all of this land was not there. This was ocean before.
There's another one trap right here. Look, the flies are getting the better of it. Imagine that. Wow. Here, this rock formation right here.
You're asking me in the comments, did the coast rise 20 feet in Trinidad because of the two earthquakes in Venezuela? There is, I have to say, shocking images going around, right?
Bro, Trinidad had land raised 20 feet in the air because of the power of them earthquakes that's been going on in the earth. It literally expanded the island. This junk right here looked like some Avatar, the Last Airbender, like some earthbenders was sitting around stomping the yard and just increased the island and brought up a whole wall. What you saw in the beginning, the land rose so rapidly, stingrays and fish and other marine life were caught in the brick. They couldn't even get away. The island expanded, and all the marine life that was caught in the mix got crushed up by the land raising up and expanding the island. The island literally expanded. Now tell me that's not prophetic. That the island with mainly Hebrews and melanated folks that's been oppressed, their land is expanded while the land of the people that have done and have benefited from the oppression is losing their land. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. 42 years of living. I ain't saying I've lived a long time. I'm still barely, I'm not even a Jubilee old. But bruh, what is this?
Hours after the devastating doublet earthquakes that flattened parts of northern Venezuela, an absolute bizarre but also terrible.
All of this is straight up new land that you're looking at right here. All of this is new land that raised up.
Terrifying phenomenon occurred on the coastline of a neighboring island. So viral videos, and I'm showing you these videos, don't worry, they began flooding social media, basically showing a beach and its entire shoreline literally rising up out of the Caribbean Sea.
You see that over there where he's pointing to on the horizon, that whole land raised out of the water because of the earthquake.
See in real time. So in a matter of hours, parts of the flat coastal zone along the Gulf coast of Trinidad and Tobago were, we have to say, forcefully thrust nearly 20 feet into the air. And the sudden shift completely altered the whole geography of the island, has left people there. They saw it like dead marine life including crabs, fish, massive stingrays stranded on a newly formed dry island. So at first, of course, as you can imagine, the internet theories exploded. And I was telling you in the comments, I said, guys, I want to investigate this a little further. I'm taking my time with this. Many were believing that the main Venezuelan fault line had basically ripped across the ocean floor and had torn the island apart. But geologists were rushing to the scene and they had an actual look at it.
Yeah, they're gonna say all kinds of stuff, climate change, blah 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 blah, because they don't want to acknowledge that this is literally the hand of Yah. I have never seen, out of many earthquakes and stuff that we've seen all along, I've never seen an island raised from the ground because of an earthquake. It literally raised up the land. And this is what they're showing and what you're seeing in a lot of these different hold on, let me
earth
go.
And rock.
Look, all this is raised up. Again, this looks like something straight out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like they just had like two earthbenders having a battle or something. Like this is crazy. I've never seen no mess like this before. This is how you know the Most High is cooking, y'all. The Most High is cooking. This is not the time to get discouraged, not the time to want to quit, not the time to want to stop. Because we're literally right here at the end, bro. This is unheard of. From
the cliffside, rapidly sloughed off, and
another one. Big, massive walls that have all been set up. I like it. Hold on. I like this. I like that. Real talk. Absolute facts, man. Real talk, bro. Real talk, man. He the original OG only earthbender, bro. Like, man, get out of here, bro. Like this mess is not no just normal earthquake and normal incident. The fact that it happened in the place where America was planning to try to build their comeback for their dollar, and now and it's mainly around coastal where a lot of that oil stuff and a lot of those ports and all that stuff are, bro. They're cooked. They're cooked. They're cooked. And man, look, I'm right there with you. 1,000, 2,000%, man. I told the Most High that just early this week. I'm like, man, look, I get it. I'm tired. I said the same thing. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of dealing with this nonsense, of the foolishness, the constant. And there's something that my mother used to say, that whenever a spirit is about to come out, that's when it act up the most. Whenever something knows that its end is coming, that's when that thing act up the most. And that's what I believe is what we're seeing. This is why we've got all the foolishness going on. It's why, when India Ari tried to speak some wisdom to these young heifers about conducting yourself, and maybe a song about scammers and the most low-life, dragged, garbage dudes and women about us. Maybe we shouldn't make a song glorifying that. Maybe we shouldn't be out here singing and glorifying that. And then everybody, you old. It's funny how women always be like, oh, don't body shame. Oh, we're all beautiful. We're all this. But they were the first ones to come in and start coming for her looks, talking about her and all this kind of stuff. Like, but it gets old, bro. It gets old. And then y'all niggas be the first one to start crying when white folks say, oh, we got black fatigue. Oh, y'all are just being racist. Nigga, I got fatigue from some of you niggas. I'm just saying. I'm fatigued from hearing women refer to themselves as young hoes and young boys as young YNs and just all the dumb stupidity of from the chidokes to the actual children. I agree. So that's why I look at things like this and I'm like, okay, Most High, you're cooking, because ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Hold on, let me pull up that wall again. Ain't no way you want me to think
the fault line. Okay, let's hear it. Here it is.
This all happened. This is all expanded. This is all new land on this island. All of this is new land that raised from the ground.
Can
from the
instantaneously lift 20 feet.
20 feet, bro. An earthquake lifted this thing 20 feet. So much so you got walls of earth raised up. Like, come on, bro. The Most High is absolutely cooking. We are watching the nonsense go back on our enemies. There's another one that I want to show y'all. This is happening in China. This is a tornado.
Well, I tell you, China is getting the hit of it. I have to say, this is my third video about China's catastrophe right now, but it's not about the same kind of catastrophe. So a tornado did something in China that sounds almost impossible, we have to say. It did not just rip roofs of houses. It did not just knock down trees. I mean, we know tornadoes do that. In Huanggang, in central China's Hubei province, the wind, and I'm showing you the videos in the background while I'm telling you what happened. The wind was so violent.
It was a rare tornado. An EF2 tornado tore through urban areas, including Huanggang. 11 dead, 331 injured, multiple trucks overturned. Insane. Absolutely insane. Funny enough, that's actually near Wuhan. And now, mind you, there's been earthquakes in China also. That's why she said she's been doing three videos about this. I'll show y'all her channel so you can actually kind of watch it independently, because she covers a lot of pretty much all these different storms and all these different disasters that have been happening. She covers them all. There's even been disasters that have been happening in Europe that nobody's been talking about. I'm talking about I think it was like last month or a month and a half ago, whole towns by the mountains were almost wiped off the map because there were mudslides coming down from the mountains, and it was just scenes of a town, and it was like something out of 12 days later or the day after tomorrow, where you saw the road end and all you saw was just destruction, and it was a giant cliff that fell off because the rock slide had wiped out half of the town. The Most High is cooking, man. The Most High is cooking.
And that a man was pulled out of a 12th floor apartment along with furniture from inside its home. I mean, that sounds like what happens if you're in an airplane up in the air and the emergency door flies away or something like that. You get sucked out. This is how intense that was. Absolutely crazy. So a couch, cabinets, pieces of a room.
I wonder if that dude that got sucked out was a part of them people that was laughing online about them messing with that little doll. I don't know if y'all have heard about the Chinese had this trend going where they had these little babies that was being passed around. Their babies were made in all different colors, but for some reason, the black version of this little doll, everybody took it and they loved to just destroy it and then beat it and abuse it. And they thought it was funny, and they had different contests to see who could destroy it. And they thought, oh, this was fun and sweet. Yeah, it's fun and sweet to the tornado pulling you out of your house.
That should have been protected high above the ground were just flying out, and down below, same crazy stuff at a logistics site. Trucks were not just flipped over, overturned. Some were lifted and thrown as much as 30 meters. That's roughly 100 feet. So this is really like out of a Hollywood movie, like Twister, I think was one. Really, that changes the whole story, what's going on here in China. It's absolutely crazy, because when we hear typhoon in China,
so there was a hurricane, there was a tornado and a typhoon.
Coastal flooding, storm surge, and heavy rain.
Oh, and they had floods. That was another. I think she's going to show some pictures of the floods too.
Heavy rain. I have just reported about the dam that collapsed in China and has caused most insane flooding. Absolutely crazy. I'll put that in the end screen. I'll show you that. But this time, and this is connected to the typhoon, one of the most dangerous impacts actually happened inland inside tornadoes, like violent rotating thunderstorms. And it's not one isolated, like weak spin up that was happening. 2 tornadoes and severe convective storms were tearing through eastern Hubei, hitting areas around Huanggang, Huangxi, Ezhou, and Xiangning. So the storms moved through this area over several hours. So not a quick and gone. It has damaged thousands of homes, thousands of homes, has collapsed buildings, has overturned vehicles, has injured hundreds, at least 11 people were lost, hundreds are injured, probably thousands. One person they say is still missing. It's surprising, only one. I mean, let's hope it remains like this. And all of this happened while China was already dealing with tropical storm flooding in the south. And while then the second, even stronger typhoon, Bavi, was moving across the Western Pacific and East Asia. But in this video, I want to focus on the tornadoes because really, and you see the images of the tornadoes in the dark, which makes it even more frightening because you can see them. What we see there, these tornadoes, they reveal mostly hidden danger inside a typhoon pattern. Because we don't think automatically typhoon equals tornadoes. We think, okay, tornadoes is something different.
Look at here, man. This is the Most High absolutely cooking and cooking. Her name is On the Post with Siki. She makes a lot of different videos here lately. I don't know what she did before. You know, a lot of people's channels have evolved during these past years as the world has been changing. And she talks about all of like this going on all over. And this is a good place to go if you want to see all the stuff because they're not telling you everything. America, they only want to talk about the stupid stuff. They want to tell you dumb things and stupid stuff. They want to talk about, oh, look, there were a bunch of black kids that had a takeover. And look, they had a random spear, which I don't believe that trash at all. That they had a spear and all that nonsense that they were trying to put out. They're trying to put out all this stupid crap. They try to find fault within us. But meanwhile, they're everything that they got is being destroyed. Everything that they got is being destroyed. She got want more pictures over here for the China dam with the dam that's going down with all the water in the dam. All the water being rushed in because of all this nonsense that they got going on. All this sin. Again, they thought it was all kiki and fun. Dude, it's probably because I'm using this new browser. I've noticed that YouTube does this, which is quite annoying. I'm trying a new browser called Zen because I'm tired of, I don't want to stay stoic. And I highly recommend this to y'all too. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you're stuck in Google and all that stuff, get out of Google. Get out of Google. Don't use Google Chrome anymore. Google Chrome will actually install a 4 gig AI on your computer. This is Big Red's tech tip, free game tech tip. Get rid of Chrome. Take all your stuff, move it into a Brave browser or this new browser that I've been trying called Zen, Z-E-N. It's actually a pretty decent browser. I've been taking it through its paces to see if I'm gonna make it a new one. I do like it. I like how you can make new workspaces and stuff with it because we got to learn to try to get ourselves away from these main systems that we've been so used to, because a lot of these things is starting to break down, and a lot of these things are just trash and they're garbage. So try to start finding more. It takes a little more work, but you'll be more rewarded in the end, because if Google one day says, oh, we're just going to shut you down, that's fine. I don't have my email in Google. Oh, I don't have a Google account. I've put the minimal amount of things in Google. Like right now, my Google has a few things, but I'm transitioning everything to other stuff. I highly recommend it because everything now is getting stupid and goofy. And I'm going to show you in the next one. But this is the one with the dam that broke in China. This happened earlier in the week. They're going through it. They had the typhoon, which is hitting Taiwan, which is China, and they having this dam that broke, and then they got the hurricane. I bet you them jokers ain't laughing, making videos online about stomping on black babies now. I bet you all they little racism is out the window and out the window now. Like the Most High is not playing, bro. People think that they can just do stuff and it's not gonna have no repercussions and no effects. You think that you could just treat people any kind of way and just look down on folks and laugh and nothing's gonna happen. Like they sit here saying, "Oh, there is no God." Well, guess what? To me, it looks like y'all pissed off Almighty God. That's all I'm saying. This looks like the wrath of a mighty, vengeful, upset, pissed off God. One that ain't happy with y'all messing with his people. That's all I'm saying. Look at this. Look how high that water is, bro. What most don't know is in most of these are shops down at the bottom and they'll live on the top. So this is the Most High is hitting them where they hurt. Remember, we talked about Mammon and how the Amorites love their Mammon. We talked about Sai Shin, the god of money, who come from these jokers. That's where he hitting them at. They money. He's smacking them in their money. All that flooded that you saw back there, all them little buildings down there, that's all businesses that are done. They're kaput. They're it's a wash, literally. You're done. All your money gone. To me, this don't look like climate change. This looks like what they used to say back in that. This is why do you think when Jonah was on that boat and that storm hit, what's the first thing all them dudes said? Oh, nah, somebody made a God mad. Somebody made a God mad. Hey, let's all pray to our gods. Pray to your God. Somebody done made their God mad. We need to fix this. And then after that, they were still happening. They're like, look, we got to draw lots to see which one of y'all done pissed off God. Because this ain't normal. At least they had the wherewithal to seek the divine for the nonsense that's out of the ordinary. These jokers now today are just like it was, as in the Most High literally said it, as it was in the days of Noah. They see all this. Oh, it's just climate change. Oh, that's just an unfortunate event. Oh, it's just weird stuff happening. Oh, floods happen all the time. Y'all should be getting on your face and casting lots and doing whatever you could do to figure out what God have we pissed off? What God do we need to make amends with? What God do we need to talk to get this calamity up off of us? Like, look at this. This is insane. That water is high. That water is ridiculously high. That's crazy. Look how high that water is. And now after this, now they had a hurricane go through there, and they had a typhoon. But again, don't let the enemy lie to you. This is a sign that your Most High loves you. This is a sign that the Most High is not forgotten, that he still sits high and looks low. They want to tell you that, oh, God is dead, ain't no God, everything, blah, 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 all this other nonsense. No, the Most High is in that kitchen, and I'm starting to smell the dishes. I'm starting to get a smell in the air. I'm smelling them herbs and spices that he got cooking. I'm getting I'm hearing the sizzling of the pan that he warming up. He got that butter in there going around. Look at here. Come on now. Exactly. When lightning hit hard, grandma tell you, hey, y'all better sit down somewhere and read your Bible. Turn everything off, sit down and shut up and read your Bible. That's our elders had some sense. Nowadays, they out here, there'd be a whole flood. Well, is it flooded over by the club? We're gonna go to the club because it's not flooded by the club. So we just gonna wait this out at the club. That's the stupid nonsense these niggas is on today. With all this mess going on and all this stuff happening, the Most High is still cooking. He's cooking up a meal. Like I said, check her channel out. One Post with Shiki. She's real cool. She show all this stuff that's going on. I mean, it's nothing. Japan having earthquakes, 2 different huge earthquakes. She's talking about the earthquakes over in Venezuela, talking about all the towers that cap, all the different stuff, all the earthquakes that's been happening in America. Did y'all know Yellowstone split open? That happened 2 weeks ago. I don't know if anybody talked about that, how Yellowstone had cracked open because of the storm and all the stuff that's going on. I think they were even saying Yellowstone might go up again. This is it right here. It's like, bro, this thing has been going on. It's been getting Yellowstone actually over the years has been getting worse, especially the past 6 years. So it's a lot of stuff that's happening in the earth physically that the Most High is letting us know. Hey, I got y'all. Just tough it out for a little bit longer. I'm about to let these folks know it is what it is. I mean, you can just see almost every one of her videos is crazy stuff. And this has been going. I've been watching her, I think, since last year. And everything has just been crazy. All kinds of stuff that's been going on. And she pulls all the different alerts from all around the world, which is what I like, because they don't want to tell you everything over here. It's hard to get some of that information. So these curses are reversing. And here's one very, very, very this one is just entertaining to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to today's.
This is my man Louis Rossmann. I'm gonna give you a little bit background on him. I like Louis Rossmann. When I first thought about getting into business ownership back in like 16, 17, he influenced me a lot. And I actually was going to go and do something until President Trump came in and started his war on China, which I'm glad I didn't go into that now, because I would have been really screwed because all the way things has changed up and stuff. But he is actually one of the few Anglo men that run their business proper. He cares about his people. He makes sure he takes care of his people. Like, the dude is a good dude. He run his stuff right, and he always be trying to stand up for what's right. So he fights for right to repair. I don't know if y'all understand this right to repair argument. They are making it, and this is what's been happening quietly for the past 6, 7, I'm gonna say 8 years. He's been going to different hearings. He's been getting lawyers. He's been using all his money that he has, and he's been using it to fight this fight, because they're trying to make it so you can't fix your own stuff. This is this new right to repair thing that's going on right now. You can't fix your own stuff. You can't fix your cars. This is literally, you had car companies going to the courts and saying that if you were allowed to fix your car, that's actually a safety hazard. and it's harmful. They were making up these most insane, stupid things. So now it's to the point that when you buy these new cars, they don't want you to fix it. You can't do nothing in the car. This is why my ex, she had a new Kia. It took me almost 15 minutes to get to the battery because I had to take all this crap off the car. That's insane. I'm like, what? What is this? I take this cover off. What? There's a bar over this. I take that bar off. Then there's the actual bar that keeps the battery in place. I'm like, why is there so much stuff just to get to the doggone battery? This is what they have designed. Now, this is the part of the curse is reversing. You will own nothing and be happy. They thought that it was just some crazy little goofy white man, Carl Schwab, who said this, and the typical Anglo fashion, we could put our head in the ground and everything's going to work out and everything's going to be fine. Well, let me show you that it's not.
This episode of Harry Getting Fucked. I'm your host, Louis Ross.
Oh, and he drops 4-letter words. So if you're feeling squeamish, deal with it, because your kids hear worse. You've heard worse. So I ain't finna sit here and play this religious game. Oh, I'm going to clutch my pearls. Like, we live in Babylon. It's nothing that we ain't never heard before. Calm down.
Of Harry Getting Fucked. I'm your host, Louis Rossman, and today we're going to be talking about Sony discontinuing the idea of having physical media for your games and why I don't care. Many of you may be thinking, Louis, why don't you care about this? Don't you care about ownership? I can't believe you said that you don't care that Sony is not giving you a physical copy of your game anymore. Honestly, couldn't give a fuck. Completely irrelevant, in my opinion, and I'm going to show you why. This is something that I see happening in the car community when people start talking about vehicles that are not fixable or vehicles that spy on you. I've gone over this in older videos where people will bring up how Tesla has a computer in it and the Tesla is spying on you, and these damn unfixable electric cars and these damn unfixable Teslas. And one of the things that they are missing out on, and one of the things that annoys me when I hear those statements, is by getting all the hate on Tesla. And to be clear, Elon Musk deserves a lot. If you just look up the word Tesla or Elon Musk on my channel, you will find I am not a fanboy by any means. But the issue that I have with this is that when you put all of the pressure on this one person, it allows everybody else to use that person as a piñata and then take cover for the actual anti-consumer actions being taken by every other car company. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, was recently talking about how you shouldn't be fixing your car within the warranty period. He was fear-mongering over it while he was talking with the president of the United States, along with other car industry executives, and trying to get rid of this thing.
This man said that fixing your car could kill you. This is the absurdity of nonsense that we're dealing with. This is like the fact that he was able to put his small lips together and say this in a courtroom, and the judge not throw the gavel at him and kick him out, should let you know the state of the Sodom and Gomorrah nature of the courts in Babylon, the mystery Babylon, aka America. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's insane.
Called the Repair Act, which would make it easier for independent mechanics to be able to get access to what they need to fix vehicles. And he said that they could kill you. It could kill you if you fix a modern car. Now, he was not talking about a Tesla Model 3, nor was he talking about the Ford Mach-E, which is one of their models of electric car. He was talking about the Bronco, which is an internal combustion engine car. So when people in my comments start going back and forth about how electric cars are horrible and Tesla is horrible and all this other stuff, I'm not saying that there aren't stupid shit with electric cars. I'm not saying there's not a lot of problems with it, but you're giving cover to traditional automakers that make internal combustion engine vehicles primarily to be able to do the same shit. When General Motors introduced technology that was spying on everybody in their cars, they were doing it on both their gasoline cars and their electric cars. And because they were in Tesla, it wasn't really getting noticed as much. When Ford says that you shouldn't be able to fix your car, this is only now starting to become something that is going mainstream because people are focusing on the wrong thing. And when you talk about physical games, yes, Sony does like to take things away from you that you already bought and paid for. They recently did this, where they said as of September 1st, 2026, because Play has no limits, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously.
So for those who don't know what this is, Sony had, when you get these movies and stuff, you have to pay for licensing agreements. This is also why, like, you can't see The Office anymore on Netflix, and why all the good shows that everybody got Netflix for to stream aren't there anymore, because these greedy companies figured out, oh, I can do all this and this. They revoked their licenses, and then now you have a streaming platform for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that ever had a piece of media out. You got studios that made 9 movies, and they want you to subscribe $10 a month to their stuff just to watch their 9 little bit of movies. Like, this is where we're at. So what happened was Sony lost their Studio Canal license for their stuff. So what did they do? They didn't say, oh, we're going to give you refunds. They didn't say that. They just said, since, mind you, these are all digital only purchases. You will go online on your PlayStation store. You will buy the movie. You can watch the movie off your PlayStation. It was cool. They deleted your whole library of any movie that you had with Studio Canal. It's gone. No refund. No nothing. They just deleted it. All right, and this is what they said. As of September 1, 2026, due to our content licensing arrangements, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Studio Canal content, and the content will be removed from your library. Thank you. That's it. That's it. That's all they said. I'm sorry. I was like the Joker riding around on the Dark Knight with the head out the window, just locks breezing in the wind. And I'm just sitting here just looking at the madness and taking it all in, because I know what this is. This is us watching the curse reverse, where we don't have any ownership. Remember when they would come and destroy our stuff? Anytime we started to build up a town or a city, they would come in and burn it to the ground and kill and have a whole massacre, while the white women and the kids run in and steal our stuff. And this happened to all the time to different Hebrew families. They would come in and steal your stuff and kill you off. This was common, and nobody did nothing about it because nobody cared about black folks. And then later on, gonna tell us to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. Well, that's my message to everybody upset about PlayStation. Why don't you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and make your own PlayStation? Why don't you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and make your own Play Store? That sounds crazy if I say that, don't it? That sounds nuts, but that's how y'all sound when they say that to us. And now it's coming back on them, and they're losing their mind. Oh, bro, there's been so many videos about it. These jokers losing. Some of them are funny. Some of them funky. There's a dude called Video Game Donkey. He's hilarious. His video on this was absolutely hilarious. I thought it was pretty funny. But this is the nonsense that they're facing. And it's just that's just one part. It gets worse. It gets worse.
Purchase Studio Canal content. But they can do that to physical media too. Exhibit A, The Crew.
So what y'all don't know, this game, The Crew, was real contentious back in the day, because though you had, and this Lewis makes such a great point in this video, such a great point. For those who don't know, this game here, you have to have a server to log in to play it. So though you have the game, it's useless on the disc because you need a server to log into to play it.
The game that started the Stop Killing Games movement. That's a physical disc. Do you care that you have the physical disc? Does having a copy of the disc make any change? What matters is digital rights management and required connectivity to an online server. That can take any form. I would much rather have a game that has no DRM, no requirement to connect to a server that I don't have a physical copy of, than I would a game that I get a physical copy of. Having a physical copy of a game does absolutely fucking nothing to ensure that the game remains playable over time. And that is my point. When I see people getting angry over not having a physical game, you shouldn't care. You should be able to download your game that you get the code to and burn it to a DVD or a Blu-ray disc if you want, or play it off of your hard drive. You should be fine having an only digital copy of your game. You should be excited that you have a digital only copy of your game. The problem is not the fact that you don't have a physical copy of it anymore. The problem is that they come with digital rights management that does not allow you to do what you want with what you bought and paid for. And the other problem with it is that it requires connectivity to an online server in order to work. As long as the product requires connectivity to an online server in order to work, whether it came in the form of a DVD, a cartridge, a Blu-ray, a kitty, if BlackBerry required a connection to a cloud server in order to work, if BlackBerry came with digital rights management, she would not be my kitty and I would not be her human. In order for you to have ownership of what you bought and paid for, it's not just about having something that's shiny that you can see in your hand. It is about buying products that are not sold with this type of crap. I'll give you an example. GOG, Good Old Games, GOG.com. These are games that are sold with no DRM. You can go to GOG.com right now and you can buy games that are digital rights management free. No DRM. These are games that you can download and that you...
For those who don't know, digital rights management is a software used to prevent you from copying a game. So GOG, Good Old Games, was a company built on the thought process of we're not doing DRM. We're going to have these old classic games where you can just get the games DRM free. And he's going to explain what that means.
You can copy and then you can burn to a piece of physical media yourself. I was told that games on GOG are DRM free. Is that true? You can burn the installer parts to discs and you'll get a prompt to switch discs. Actually, playing the games from disc will vary from game to game. But yeah, you can actually buy games at this point in time that don't have digital rights management. Now, when you buy games from those websites, you won't get physical media, but because they don't have digital rights management on them, you can make your own physical media of the game and you can play it however you want. The game will work in 2026. The game will work next year. The game will work in 2036. The game will work in 2096 if the world is still here by then. And that's what matters. I want to make sure that everybody watching this video keeps their eye on the ball. Whether or not you have access to physical media does not matter at all. You can make your own physical media of the game. Just because you can hold the game in your hand does not mean that they won't take it away from you. And the proof is right fucking there. Demand that the games that you purchase don't have digital rights management on them. Stop buying games if they have digital rights management on them and stop playing things that require connectivity to somebody else's server in order to work. It's one thing if it's a choice to connect to their server. It's another if it's a requirement.
And what he's saying is absolutely facts. And it didn't used to be this way in games and even in a lot of stuff. Like you used to, like right now, to use a service called Discord. It's a service that a lot of people that play games and other stuff use. They can communicate with each other. You can share a screen. It's a big communication platform type thing. But Discord has servers that you have to log in over there. There used to be, and it's still around, and I think people still do have it around. There was a service called TeamSpeak, which is hilarious because TeamSpeak is now getting popular again because Discord is also starting to do identification thing. This is the next thing that's also coming, where just to use your computer, you're going to have to upload an ID to show that you're over 18. So now that's the next thing that they're going to get at. But I'll get to that a little later. I want to clarify everything with the game for those who don't know. Like I said, DRM is used to basically, under their quote, to keep piracy from happening. But when it's DRM free, if I buy the game and Garth comes up, he says, yo, that game is dope. Can I borrow it? I'm like, sure. I can give him a copy and he can go and play the game and do what he wants to do. Now, DRM comes in and they'll make you put a code in to install the game. So you'll put the game in, you'll install the game, and they'll say, put the code in. If you put the code in, it goes to a server and they'll say, okay, this code is used. So now if I try to share a game like that with Garth can't play it because when he puts the code in, it's going to say, oh, this code has been used already. So you can't do that. You can't share the game, blah, 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 blah. And this is what they're facing. Back in the day, you used to be able, like with TeamSpeak and stuff like that, you could have your own server, even with certain video games. When you play games online, like Call of Duty never had it because by the time Call of Duty came out, they were starting to normalize this DRM trash garbage. Because if y'all have ever played Xbox 360 before, you remember you used to buy the game and to play online, they had the stupid code in there that you had to input to get there to play online. That's DRM, digital rights management. That's them keeping control of who has a disc because they were trying to combat the GameStop economy and EB electronic boutique and all those type of stuff when people would trade games in. So that's them trying to get some money on the other side. Like, oh, you can buy the game, you can play the one player mode, but you can't play online unless you go online and buy another code. So they were trying to get money coming and going, and that's how this whole mess started. But you used to be able to, like I remember in the beginning with the original Battlefield games, you could get your own server and set up a server for it, and everybody could join your own server. With SOCOM back in the day, I'm dating myself now. SOCOM 2 from back in the day on the PlayStation 2, which that was my joint back in the day. Used to be able to make a personal, it was a PlayStation game online, and you were able to make a server even with that. I remember getting the little download for the server. It ran like crap because my internet was trash. But I was able to bring up a server for SOCOM that I hosted off of my little crappy laptop. It was able to get it going. Like that, you can't do that no more. You don't own anything, and that's why he showed that game, that racing game, because when they shut down that server, a lot of people played The Crew. and they can't play it now. Now you have the disc. I got a game right now. I can't remember the name of that game. It was this old shooter that I had from back in the day on Xbox that if I plug it in right, if I plug in my Xbox 360 and put that game in, I can't play it because the servers are shut down. All the money I spent on that game is gone. I got a disc that means nothing. That's what he's talking about. Having the physical disc means nothing if you're still being blocked by a rights management, some kind of digital blocker. So you can have a disc. That's fine. They can just put DRM on it and the disc is useless. Most of these discs, just like what Garth has said, you can buy Halo and you can't even play locally online. If I wanted to have him and Eric come over and we want to play some Halo together, we can't play off my one machine because they don't let you play locally. Couch co-op is no longer a thing. They got to go buy their own computer or their own Xbox and their own controller and their own this and have it like that. It's all designed to extract money. Money. It's not about making things convenient. It's not about doing things that getting value out of it. I remember when Halo 3 came out, that game had a ton of features. It had the Forge where you could make new levels. It had online mode out the box with all the different modes. It had couch co-op. It had on the co-op in the one-player game. Now they're gonna give you a game. This new Grand Theft Auto that's coming out. It's $100. They say, oh, you don't have to pay the $100 version. But if you don't pay for the $100 version, there's car customization you can't get. There's haircut customization you can't get. And there's all kinds of custom. Basically, half of the game gets cut off if you don't pay for the $100 version. You get most of the stuff cut off. This is their new control mechanism. This is the new thing for control that they're doing. This is what they're going into. You own nothing. You don't even want to own, they don't even own their cars no more. Your cars, they want to make it so you can't do anything with your cars. Like all these new cars, it's all digital. It sounds all nice and cool. Oh, I got a car. I was just looking at something for this new Escalade 5 earlier today, and it had a little center console, and you could swipe on the console and digitally open your doors. I'm like, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. Because if I can open the door from a little iPad in my car, that means that anybody that knows the right type of signal and the right type of way to get to access into it can open my car door. And it happens. Like cars are now computers and they can be hacked. That's what Teslas and all this other stuff that they got going on. Why do you think that what did you see on Leave the World Behind with all the Teslas and how they was all lining up and running into each other automatically? Bro, you don't control nothing anymore. You're in that digital car. If you drive outside of your 15-minute city, they will shut your tail down. Your car won't start. They'll open the door, tell you to get out and turn around. You're done. Ivy got me wilding. It's it. You can't customize nothing. This is where they're coming to. $100, y'all, for a game, and you don't get a physical copy, and you don't even own it really. Now, back in the day, when you spend $100 for a game, like I remember you used to get the game in like a steel box. You got an art book. You got the soundtrack. You get like figurines and all kinds of. I remember the Fallout. There's a game called Fallout. You got the there's a little like watch that you have called the Pip-Boy. They gave you like a real life Pip-Boy. You had they gave you like this little action figure type thing. You had all this stuff. You actually got like physical nice things. Physical things that came with it. Like some of those special editions came with some nice stuff. You will get some really nice stuff. It was like, okay, I spent $100 for this game, but I got something for it. Now you're spending $100 just to get something that's already in the game. It's already in the game. You got to spend $100 just to get a haircut. You got to spend $100 just to customize rims on your car. Are you serious? And mind you, it's not even coming with the online mode yet. It's like, bro, just to get in the game and to get the regular stuff, you got to spend $100. And this junk has been going. And then Nintendo did it with the new Switch that came out. You don't get physical media with that. You get a little card that's an activation code to activate it. And even though you don't even own the physical Switch device, because if you have the device and you try to mod it, They will lock your Switch. You won't be able to even use the $300, $400 Switch that you just bought. It will brick. They had, when it came out, one dude tried to install a mod on it to model his physical. It was a minor thing too. It was extremely minor, and it bricked it. He couldn't log into his account, so he couldn't use the Switch. It was a brick. And they got it so you can't get in and get, like, the Nintendo is very litigious. Very litigious. Even people that support Nintendo and try to support them, they try to sue them. Nintendo is with the nonsense. They are literally the worst company out there. They're terrible. Terrible business practice. Terrible. They just lost a lawsuit to this one game called Power World, which is similar to Pokemon. And they were trying to sue them for a feature. This is how bad it is now. Well, you can't even do business fairly. Where they were saying that if you have a ball and you use it to capture a creature and the creature fights alongside you, they tried to patent that. They tried to patent it. It's almost like back in the day, Apple tried to patent pinch to zoom. How you pinch the zoom and zoom in and zoom out. Apple tried to patent that. Like, these people do not want you to have nothing. They don't want competition. They want to rule over so they can release this crap and trash and not have to give you anything and force you to pay buku bucks for garbage. This is where they're going, where you own nothing. And the little bit that you do get is going to be spent on trash that they still own and still control. It's still getting crazy, and it's getting crazier and crazier. It's getting to the point where you don't have physical media no more. When's the last time you seen a movie come out on DVD? Remember when Best Buy had a DVD section? A huge section full of nothing but DVDs where you could buy movies? Like, pretty soon, you won't even be able to control your washer and dryer. It's all going to be all online regular, and it's already going there. When AWS went down, people's Roombas stopped working. You couldn't even, your vacuum cleaner is connected to a cloud service. Like, what? What is that? This is where they're going, y'all. This is the part of the curses reversing. All this mess is building up. The Most High is not lying. All of this stuff that keeps rising up, all of these crazy things that we see happening that seem bad are actually good for us if you have eyes to see. Because we see that the Most High is reversing the curses on those that have oppressed us, those that looked down on us, those that took from us and robbed us for years and did all kinds of crazy stuff and don't like us having stuff. Like, I don't like Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is definitely a streamer that is the new generation of the elite that they have. You know, he has a management company, and his management company is the same management company for like Mariah Carey and all these other. That's how he's able to get all these different big name people on his stream, because he's got that big OJ backing, if you know what I mean. They got that OJ, that juice is backing him, and he got that money backing him. So he's doing another streamer university. Now you got all these Anglo cousin Spanish folks crying and mad, saying, "Oh, he only picked black people. He only picked the blacks. Why is it always black? It's the majority." Like, one dude did the numbers. Oh, it's like 83% black and blah 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 blah. Why is that a problem? Why are y'all mad? Why are y'all mad? Again, I don't support the dude and all that. I think he's on nonsense, and I think that the stuff he purports is nonsense, but it's interesting that y'all are mad that it's a majority black people in streaming university. When streaming first started, it was a white man's game. There's no reason a dirty, unwashed, stank, greasy, gap-toothed, shredder mouth idiot that has roaches crawling on him, that lives in a nasty, infested rat hole, should be one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. And I'm talking about this man called Asmongold. You ever seen him before? Asmon is always talking about political stuff and all this. He got real popular when he jumped on the political train, but he was popular even before. The dude literally was on stream and a roach crawled up him. He's notorious, and he brags and he's proud. He came online and made a video upset that he had to take a bath because he had an appointment set up and he took a bath for the appointment and then the appointment canceled and he came online complaining that he took a bath for nothing. Complaining that he had to take a bath. Bro, this nigga's popular on Twitch. He sits in a dirty house making millions. And you want to complain about a black man that had to sell his soul? Kai Cenat had to sell his soul and get on his knees to do whatever he had to do to all these different niggas to get where he's at. No, this nigga had to do was be dirty and get in front of the camera. Like, are we serious right now? Are we serious? Like, the most mediocre white dudes are... I like Queso. Queso's a nice guy, but we're not going to pretend like Queso, the streamer, didn't get popular because he talked black and used a lot of black colloquialisms. Most of these popular jokers, when I see two white dudes going, bruh, I be watching them live, they be like, bruh, come on, twin. What you mean? What you talking about, twin? Come on, put me on, twin. My brother in Christ, you are Anglo. Why are you talking like you was raised in the hood? You came from the most lily Anglo of Anglo locations, and you out here talking like you was from 23rd, like you was from 23rd with King Von. Like, are you? Thank you, brother Todd. That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. And then they want to complain about this. This is why what's happening to them is happening to them. This is why they are going through the nonsense that they are going through. The fact that Lupita is a black Hebrew female playing a fictional character, Helen of Troy, they lost their mind. But none of them had any of the smoke for the girl pretending to be a boy that's tiny, 100 pounds soaking wet, carrying 50-pound weights, fighting this big giant Goldberg. Those of you who know wrestling have seen Goldberg before. This nigga huge, Goldberg-sized dude, big dude. And then you got Ellen Page, little behind, in a piece of armor that barely fit, scooting around, running up. The armor so loose because she's so skinny, it's floating up off of her. And you expect me to believe that she could beat him, but y'all mad about a black woman playing a fictional character. All right. And this is why we see all the things that are happening right now. This is why all this stuff is going down like it's going down. Like, we're literally watching curses reverse. We're watching the disasters and the calamity that's coming on. We're seeing that. But you ain't got to worry. Like I said, if you close to Yah, you ain't got to worry about it. Put that spiritual blood over there and keep that blood over your house. You keep praying and you keep following Yah, and you keep doing what Yah has put on your heart to do. You keep walking the walk, and you keep your head up despite the nonsense. I know we tired. I'm tired. I'm beyond tired. Man, look. Boy, look at here. Tired. T-I-D-E. Tired. No, T-Y-D-E. I'm tired. Tired, boss. But we see that they got, like my man here say, that strong delusion is in place. We see all this stuff that's going on. The Most High said it in Jubilees. We will see all their judgments and all the curses on their enemies, and then their bones will rest in the earth. Not that they're going to die and be in the great by and by. Not that you're going to die and get your inheritance. You know, all that crap religion tell you about. No, we will have rest in the earth, and our spirits will have joy. So that's what I wanted to say to y'all today. Just keep your head up, because it's happening. The Most High is out here cooking. And it's cooking. There's a lot of other stuff. I know some of y'all might have noticed the little things on the side here. Yeah, the ones, the betrayers, the coonery, the buffoonery, the ones that bow the knee to these folks, that get on their knees and forego their manhood and forego their womanhood and their pride and bow down for a little piece of crap just to be a serf to these foul things. It's all coming down. It's all coming down. It's all coming down. Just know the Most High see us, and he know, and he ain't forgot about us, and he out here cooking. He is out here cooking. So that's what I really wanted to bring for y'all today, man. I really just wanted to kind of encourage y'all, let you know that hey, the Most High is cooking. It may not seem like it. Your situation may come up. It may have you in your feelings. You may be feeling down, but always look to the sky where your strength comes from. Look to the Most High where your strength comes from. To constantly get yourself in the word. Remind yourself, hey, the Most High is working. He's cooking. When you see things like this, let that be. Again, we're not sitting here having joy over there. They're down. That's not what this is at all. I always put it like it's like I'm in execute. It's like I'm witnessing an execution. So it's a solemn thing. I'm sitting here witnessing it as a witness for the justice on behalf of my ancestors, myself and my ancestors that have suffered injustices for this place that said that they do no wrong. They said that it's fine. Get over it. It was old, all this kind of stuff. Well, you're about to find something that you can't get over. We would have healed Babylon. The Most High would have brought forgiveness on this place, but the haughtiness and the pride and all the self-delusion got you thinking that you did you even dare to say that you're a God-started king, a country, so it was started on godly principles. Which God is debatable? It's not really debatable. It's obvious because it's definitely not the one of the Bible. So, with that, man, y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all next week.
Zion.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
Only a few of us gonna make it out. Zion. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. 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 When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. We at the end and we feeling it. We the sand of the sea, but a remnant. Should return to the word when they hearing it. We the sons of Israel. Our word will never fail. Baptizing in Jacob's well. Holy Spirit ain't playing for real. Will you get protected? He's sending them plagues. I'm trying to make sure that he's sending rain. All in my life, all in my head, all in my walk, all in my legs. You don't got that blood, you walking dead. Walk as he walk, we should live what it say. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Abba gon' get us out of these countries. Abba son, let me see who really want me. Forsaking our houses, forsaking our money. We got that signal from heaven, he coming.